The numbers game, the moral failure of utilitarianism. What if what we call morality today is not only incomplete, but dangerously flawed? One of the most influential ethical frameworks in the modern world is utilitarianism, the idea that the right action is whatever produces the greatest good for the greatest number. At first glance, it feels reasonable, it sounds fair, it even appears compassionate. But beneath this simplicity lies a troubling reality, one that reduces morality to calculation and transforms justice into a numbers game. Utilitarian morality struggles with one fundamental issue. It cannot truly protect the individual. If harming one person increases the happiness of many, the theory itself offers no absolute principle to prevent it. Right and wrong become flexible, dependent on outcomes rather than grounded in unchanging moral truths. And once morality becomes flexible, it becomes vulnerable to manipulation. This is not just a philosophical concern, it is the moral logic shaping the modern world. Today, powerful states and institutions often justify harmful actions in the name of broader benefits. Policies that disadvantage or displace the few are defended as necessary for the many. Injustice is reframed as strategy. And once this reasoning is accepted, almost anything can be justified, so long as it is presented as serving a greater good. Modern global realities expose the failure of this promise. Despite unprecedented wealth and technological advancement, around 847 million people still live in extreme poverty, while nearly 3.5 billion, almost half of humanity, survive on less than $6.85 a day. At the same time, an estimated 100 million people are homeless worldwide, and nearly 1.6 billion lack adequate housing, forced to live in conditions that undermine basic human dignity. Even in the wealthiest nations, the crisis persists. In the United States alone, over 770,000 people were recorded as homeless in 2024, reflecting a sharp and continuing rise. These are not isolated anomalies, they are systemic realities. If utilitarianism truly delivered the greatest good, such widespread and persistent suffering should not exist on this scale. Instead, these numbers reveal something deeper. When morality is reduced to aggregate outcomes, the suffering of millions can be tolerated, rationalized, and ultimately ignored, so long as the majority appears to prosper. The greater good becomes a shield behind which injustice hides. In contrast, a morally sound framework does not permit the sacrifice of the innocent for collective gain. In Islam, justice is not negotiable, nor is it subject to majority benefit. Every individual has inherent worth, and oppression, dhulm, is categorically forbidden, even if it appears to produce worldly advantage. The Quran repeatedly emphasizes that Allah is perfectly just, and that no soul will be wronged even to the weight of an atom. This establishes a moral foundation that is absolute, not conditional, principled, not calculated. History and the present both demonstrate that when morality is detached from divine accountability, it becomes a tool in the hands of power. But when justice is rooted in accountability before Allah, where every action will be judged and every oppression, dhulm, will be answered, then morality regains its firmness and its meaning. Utilitarianism promises a better world through calculation, but without absolute principles, it risks creating a world where the many thrive at the expense of the forgotten few. True justice, however, is not measured by how many benefit, but by whether anyone is wronged. And in the end, that is the standard that truly matters.